Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily Wednesday workout. It's Des here, just checking in, hoping to offer a little bit of midweek inspiration, midweek motivation to encourage everyone looking in to keep pushing on, keep working hard, keep doing the things we do and the things we know that work to make us feel good. Personally, feeling absolutely fantastic again, really sort of enjoying my activity right now, and I got my Wednesday work in as usual at the running group just over by Trent Bridge. The Do Running guys, really great get together tonight, lots coming along, makes it particularly enjoyable, good fun. We have a good social with it as well, so being around people makes that really nice. But as important as a Wednesday workout is, and for all the reasons I said in previous weeks of almost breaking the week down a little bit, taking some time for yourself, enjoying what we've got, you know, the group itself, that's all important for me. It's almost a check-in to see where I'm at. But as important as ever today, it was about building on yesterday. After my run, I felt absolutely fantastic yesterday. Took myself out on my own, actually ran back from work, so killed two birds with one stone. But again, it reminded me of why I love what I do and why I do it. And when I feel like that about it, it's absolutely amazing. What I will say is thank you to all the great feedback from last night's episode and those of the last couple of days. People noticed I was feeling good, feeling confident, lots of nice comments around that, and it's always great to sort of receive, because I'm trying to do something here to encourage and put some positivity and enthusiasm into what I'm doing to help others. So when others pick up on it, that's definitely a nice thing, you know, and it really sort of drives me to keep trying to do it that little bit better, you know, be that little bit more positive, be even happier and more content than I am. All things I say every single day, but like I said there, when people take something from it, there's no better feeling really. There's achievement I can get from doing the things I do, but when you see others flourishing, you know, when you feel that you've had a little bit of input somewhere along the line, there's no better feeling, you know. Spoke a million times about giving, you know, paying it forward, and it's definitely when I've had this feedback out over these episodes, because I've had to put the hard work in, don't get me wrong, it's not all just taking. I have to put it in there, and I reap other benefits from it too. Of course, I'm getting a little bit fitter, thankfully, you know, even though it's early days. I'm losing a bit of weight, feeling a lot better for looking at my diet and making good solid decisions. But again, with all these things happening around me, it makes me feel like I'm in a good position to do that. When it's not quite so good, we tend to make bad decisions, you know, and we stress about this and that, and all of a sudden a bit of a loss of motivation can lead to not doing something. And I've been there, you know, I've been there hundreds of times. As much as I try and set the example and do certain things, get out for a run, use these daily motivations to put messages across, I've been there, I've really struggled. But thankfully on this occasion I'm getting to the point where it feels like I'm coming through it a little bit. I can kind of feel it, you know, I can feel it coming off me, you know. I'm excited by it again, and that's what I needed to be. But again, it's just by being open, honest, talking about things that don't always make me feel comfortable, don't always make me feel great initially, but having got them out there, saying it the way it is, it makes me feel fantastic. And of course, I've alluded to it already this week on DOdaily, that conversation I had with Kevin Campbell, which I put out as a Sunday social, that was absolutely brilliant in helping me sort of realise some of the things I need to do, some of the things I say on a daily basis. But again, when things aren't always going to plan, when life gets in the way a little bit, don't always follow it quite as I should do. But hearing it back, taking the time to sit and watch that full episode with Kay, it's quite long, But I definitely recommend it. Of course I do, it's DOdaily, but seriously I recommend it because it's really helped me. It's really made me feel sort of great about what I'm doing. And don't get me wrong, it all wasn't sort of patting on the back and plain sailing. There was a lot of sort of emotion come out, you know, and sort of deep conversation about bad times, you know. But again, when we can sort of settle those, when we can get to the crux of it, understand where we're at, it's absolutely brilliant. So like I say, please do watch that. But the reason I keep mentioning it just now is because I feel absolutely fantastic on the back of it, and on the back of my activity levels. I've been really struggling. Don't get me wrong, I'm struggling. Do you know, I did a 5k run today. It was hard. The weather right now, it feels like the wrong time to do it. Is absolutely stunning. As you can see behind me, the Trent is still going. Again, it's nearly 10 o'clock in the evening, but it's quite cool now, and that's a real reason to get out and do daily as well. Just kind of walking off the day, processing my thoughts, still enjoying it. You know, we'll always encourage you to take time for yourself. I get the running club, you know, I get to do that. Tonight I've gone back and spoke on another YouTube channel talking about football. Of course, that's what I love, you know. And now I'm out doing this bit, you know, trying to pay it forward, like I mentioned at the start, trying to help and support others. And thankfully, to some degree, it's working. Just show you the other side of me there, look. Trent Bridge looks amazing, you know. And I'm finishing the day, you know, paying it forward and finishing the day like I finished yesterday. Absolutely full of it, buzzing, absolutely flying. Looking forward to tomorrow, getting out doing more activity. Through DOdaily, I do some coaching sessions. It's like a running boot camp. And I started that basically to get myself going and invite people to join me and do things a bit sort of with a bit more purpose than what we do at the running club. Don't get me wrong, the running club's great for getting people out there, but I started it to really sort of knuckle down at the start of last year, these coaching sessions, and they really worked. But then I got injured, you know, and I found it a struggle to balance up the coaching and the activity myself and find the motivation to do it. But now I feel like I'm rearing to go, want to be part of that. You know, I'm always inspired by the guys. It's something, if you're local and if you're interested, please look it up. But even so, you know, it's something again where we can just look at our habits, what we do, routines, you know, encourage each other, support each other, have that network. And for those who haven't got it, I hope this is some kind of relief and an opportunity to look in at somebody who understands, who gets it. You know, I think I get it. You know, that's for others to judge. But like I say, with those nice comments, with people taking time to message me and tell me about their lives, that's absolutely fantastic. You know, when I started this, probably couldn't imagine that. Couldn't imagine the amount of people that do comment, that do look in. I'm sure people don't watch it every day. You know, there's a lot to go out. The messages are the same, but there's always a different slant on it. There's always something different that's happened within the day that's got me going, that's got me thinking. Like I say, it was actually watching the YouTube rather than doing the YouTube that got me going. So do look out for things that might work for you. You know, there's lots of things that can take your mind away, and that's an important thing to remember, isn't it? You know, spoke about time for myself and said I've been to the running club, but then I went back and did a YouTube channel where I'm talking about football, and that's taking away any sort of pressures, whilst it is kind of still working hard, pushing on, you know, supporting others. It's a great time for me as well because it's something I really enjoy. And when you're in that channel, when you're in that sort of vlog or whatever you do like that, for me it's like being sort of closed away from everything. It's almost like going for a walk, because when I'm out for a walk like now, you know, it doesn't matter whatever's happened. So if I've had a bad day, you know, this is why I do encourage walking, encourage all sort of levels of activity. If I've had a bad day, whilst I'm out here, nothing can touch me. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to go too wrong. Do you know, of course things happen, but it's how we sort of, it's how I sort of push it to one side and think it doesn't matter. When the COVID pandemic was on, you know, when I could come out for my walk, if I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, nothing could touch me. no bad news could upset me. And whilst I'm walking, seeing new things, learning, you know, getting all the benefits of exercise, fresh air, you know, this and everything, you know, what it gives, brilliant, isn't it? It just puts you in such a good frame of mind. And if it doesn't quite do that, what it does, it makes you feel that little bit better than before. I learned a long time ago when I started running, and I wasn't in the best place in my life. That's why I started running. I learned that when I went out for a run, whatever had gone before, you know, I was just interested in myself and not worrying about what other people say. That's not being selfish, that's just taking from what you do, what you enjoy, absolutely whatever you can. Definitely doing that right now, loving my activity, looking forward to the rest of the week. Another really busy day tomorrow. Thursdays have gone a little bit manic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll be back on for Thursday Thoughts. If you've got any questions, comments, anything you might like to add, please drop it on any of the videos, any of the social media. You'll see the links at the end of today's episode. Please follow those as well, and my personal stuff. Quite an open book in the way I go about things. Not ashamed about that. I love sort of not having to watch what I say, not watch what I do. I find that's the best way as well. So if you want to sort of get in touch, let me know what you're thinking. If you've enjoyed the episode, of course, give it a thumbs up. It just helps get the video around YouTube. The more likes I get, the more it spreads itself into other areas and gives other people the chance to see what I'm doing. And of course, if you're brand new to the channel, please do subscribe. That'd be brilliant. You know, they're climbing quite rapidly at the moment, and it's something else that makes me feel really good about what I'm doing. So until tomorrow, guys, you know, keep being positive, keep being happy, keep getting from what you do absolutely what you can. Just realize that it's your choice. You know, I'm not disregarding mental health, absolutely not. I'll talk about it when the time's right, but being positive, being content is the choice you've got to make. What you've got to do is certain things to make it happen. If you take anything from DOdaily, just try one or two things. I'm not going to tell you to do it, because that's not my way. You know, I've found something that works for me, and I'm happy to put that message across. Just doing it.